Hello, everyone, and welcome to Portal 64. I'm your host, David. This co-host, Sunny, the Dabber, and we have ThatKaitoDan. Wait, all dab, all dab. Ugh. If only someone could screenshot this, but I don't think anyone's in the chat. No, yeah. I remember, we're just all dabbing critical hit. Just reminds me of that time we had Larissa on the show, and we all dabbed and someone screenshotted it for us.
Oh god.
It's like, I'm like, thank you. You did the Lord's work for dabbing that.
And now YouTube has shut us down.
yeah, YouTube's like, your account has been suspended. Too much dabbing.
Once the regulars show up, I gotta do some more dabs, and then they'll start keeping count of it.
Yeah.
God.
Hey, the Chosen One, Inspector Who, and Serafina does. And hello. Oh, hey, it's Ryan. Long time no talk. Ryan was a coworker of mine at the studio. And hello, Michael.
Cool.
Yeah, it seems like we got a lot of people jumping in. So, we're on VYTALCast number 55, and, you know, if I remember correctly, which I slightly don't, I think it might be next week. Well, I'm going on to YouTube to make sure I have this correct, but we're coming close, very, very close to our 2-year anniversary. Yeah, September 30th. So, September 30th, I'm going to open my calendar so I can see what day of the week that will be.
That's a Sunday.
Gotta mark the birthday.
Yeah. I don't know why my PC's calendar was stuck on September 9th. It's like, hello? It is Friday? Okay, so...
You said earlier in the setup that you had a Discord message from me from 2014.
Yeah, when you messaged me... Yeah, okay, so when Dan messaged me on Discord, because apparently we weren't friends on Discord, I'm like, what's up with that, Dan? Anyway, he messages me in Discord, you know how it does the banner, like, you have one new message from ba-ba-ba-ba. It said, you have one new message from September 21st, 2014.
Did Discord even exist?
No! I don't... hold on, I'm gonna Google, like, when was Discord
like
born?
Started in, like, the last 2 years, I would say.
Seriously, I would say 2016 at the earliest. When Discord started? Hey, oh, dude, Michael Rutherford, thank you so much for joining the Discord. I got the notification on that. Wow, okay, Discord was publicly released May 2015.
Damn.
Yeah, we were off by a year. I guess no one knew what it was yet.
Oh, it's like that always happens with, like, new social media things like Twitter and Facebook. They all started slow.
Yeah, or, like, YouTube channels, too. Like, your first 10 subscribers, I say, are, like, the hardest to get. So,
yeah.
Inspector Who says Dan time traveled.
Yeah. Well, that was his reply. That was his reply when I said, dude, your message was from 2014. And he was like, don't you know I'm the doctor? I'm like, oh, shoot. I should have known.
It's because I'm British, isn't it?
Yeah, you just have so much love. You can't contain it in one heart. You gotta have two. Yeah, okay. So, it's like, sorry.
I understand that reference.
Ah, thank you. Yeah, I was like, was that Time Lord pun so terrible? Yeah, Smash just said he finished a stream of his own, and October 25th, mark your calendars. Or, I keep forgetting the Fathom event date. I think it's like the 23rd? 24th? When the Fathom event for the premiere?
Wait, then why is he saying the 25th?
Oh, he's saying Amity Arena for 25th.
Ooh.
So it's releasing the same day as Volume 6?
No, Volume 6 starts on the 27th, so it's 2 days before.
Volume 6, hold on,
I
something about Volume 6 is happening on the 25th. I got this.
I am completely with you there with all the dates and all that. I am terrible with it.
I have to pretty much put it in my calendar or else I'll forget.
Okay, you visited this
page. It's always been
like
that since college.
Yeah, okay. So I was not wrong. I am putting this up on the thingy. Wait, where's my Chrome capture on this? Because I need to make sure it's Chrome and not Windows default lock screen. Because...
Don't you mean Internet Explorer?
Oh, well...
Firefox.
I wish. Yeah, Firefox.
Opera.
Never liked Firefox.
Okay, so Ruby Amity Arena. Does it? He didn't mention Amity Arena in his message.
Probably not, but that's like the most. The release date for Amity Arena came out recently, so that's probably like the most current thing.
Okay, because I was gonna say same day as the Ruby Volume 6 premiere in movie theaters, so that's a big day for the fandom.
Yeah, I did a video update on the Amity Arena stuff, but I forgot about the Fathom event, so that's cool. It's happening around the same time.
Yeah, I mean, I guess VYTALCast is there to like fill in the cracks where we forget stuff. But dude,
we scour the plains.
I just can't believe like Ruby is this big. Like yesterday I was talking to Cal and she's like, "So, how'd you get into Rooster Teeth?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I was 13." Like it was so long ago that I first watched Red vs. Blue and then like discovered Achievement Hunter, which then led me back to Red vs. Blue with Monty's seasons, and then Ruby came out and I was a senior in high school when Ruby came out, and I just remember seeing that being like, oh yeah, this wouldn't be big, but I love it because it's like a love project, and like the creators are passionate, and then it just got...
It's getting landmark after landmark.
It's crazy. It's like we're getting an app and like theater releases. We already have a game and another card game coming out.
Young adult novels as well.
The young adult novels. There's a manga. It's
a franchise.
It's crazy.
And I don't know if you already said it, but we got American anime dubbed in Japanese as well.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. That's one of the bigger ones.
Yeah, that's like a history landmark. Rooster Teeth has made history so many times, and it's just amazing that like Ruby is a part of that lineup for them as well. Because I think Red vs. Blue is America's longest running sci-fi series, the world's longest running web series, and also I guess America's as well, but like the world the world includes America.
Pretty much. It was America there before the YouTube.
Yeah, I was gonna say America likes to think it's the other way around, but anyway.
You damn America.
Yeah, shots fired. Yeah, that I don't know, it's just crazy that they do that. And also with Laser Team, they broke the world record of fastest $1 million fundraised for a project. Yeah. I mean, it someone else beat the record like later that year, but they held it.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember Rocket Jump got it with Video Game High School, or like largest amount of money funded in 24 hours. And then Laser Team just blew it out of the water like a month later with $1 million or $2 million. I think $1 million was the goal, and then $2 million is what they had in the budget. So,
and that's with all the issues that they've had to go through as well a few times, and they still keep on kicking.
Yeah.
Gosh, and I saw there was like some news about like a Ruby video is being posted somewhere.
Yeah. It's only just recently made the rounds. There's a video that's been scheduled on roosterteeth.com that's going to be coming out, I think, on tomorrow at some point, but it might have been removed already. But what it's saying is that for Volume 6, Ruby is going to be only on roosterteeth.com.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, I saw like, was it Camp or Nomad of Nowhere? It was one of those two shows that I saw like full episodes being released on their YouTube channel.
Yeah, Nomad of Nowhere and Camp are both with that format currently. And obviously, there's some doubts and concerns about all that, but I think a lot of people have already said about it. It's YouTube's messy system, the mechanics and all that. Rooster Teeth needs to get all the income that they can from these projects, and especially from Ruby, because it needs all the funding it can.
Well, not just that, but it's like the biggest money maker. So like to lose that big income, it will affect more than just Ruby, I bet.
And I do understand some of the concerns that has been made with Rooster Teeth moving some of their shows to their website, because in all fairness, their video player has a few issues, but they are aware of it and they are trying to fix it as much as they can.
For a bit, there was one issue slightly fixed, and then it recently came back. For me, it was like when you're loading the video at like 1080, you know, it first loads at a lower resolution, and once it hits 1080, it'll like go back
Skip
1 second.
Yeah.
And that bothers me so much. But
those things can be manageable, and like stuff like subtitles I know is a complaint as well, but those things that can be worked on.
Yeah.
The other issue that some people have had is this might cripple or like remove a lot of the casual audience, because a lot of the casuals probably won't jump to roosterteeth.com, even though it's already been said it's fairly easy to make an account. It's fairly easy to make a first account. But it is understandable for the casual audience to maybe be deterred from going over.
Yeah.
It's interesting because like the Ruby Volume 5 finale, like didn't it get like #1 on trending or something like that?
Yeah,
and
that was your tweet, David.
Yeah, it was David's tweet.
What was my tweet?
The tweet that the
Volume 5
in trending.
finale.
Oh yeah. I had it pinned. Yeah, they were trending #1, and there was another thing, Rooster Teeth, that was trending not too long ago. The Adam trailer. The Adam trailer was on trending. I think it was like number 16.
Yeah, if you take that stuff that has the potential to be on the front page of trending, if you take that off YouTube, you're gonna lose more exposure. I mean, and like you said, Dan, less people are gonna jump to the Rooster Teeth website.
But what some people do forget about that sometimes with the jump to Rooster Teeth site only is they're not ruling out completely putting it on YouTube. Just recently, we've been getting some of the Nomad of Nowhere episodes and Ruby Chippy back on YouTube only like a couple of weeks afterwards. So I think that's probably going to be the format that we will get for Volume 6. We haven't got the full details because obviously the video hasn't come out and this is just from what we've scrapped. But I think that's what's going to happen. We're going to have maybe either episodes put onto YouTube weeks afterwards, or maybe when the full season is done, they put them out on YouTube then.
Oh, man.
But at least in that sense, they have the initial income coming straight into them. No YouTube messing around and putting holes in their bank.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't they also... Sorry, real quick. Didn't they also post like some clips of episodes to YouTube? So if you just show a clip of a Ruby episode, that'll like promote people to kind of go to the site. But I think there's still going to be some loss
like
there.
Ruby Chibi, they'd show like a skit, and then like they're like, watch the full episode on the website, link down below, and like same with Camp.
They'll probably do kind of like they've done in the past with like preview stuff, like on Twitter. They do like the first couple seconds maybe and put them on YouTube.
I remember that being such a pain.
Down the line, they do the 4 ones. Yeah,
during Volume 4. Yeah, it was like, all right, can't watch Volume 4 till later. Scroll past, you know.
Trying to dodge all the screen caps.
Seriously, and one solution I sort of thought of, and I'm sure Rooster Teeth has already thought about this, and maybe it's what they're going to announce tomorrow, or maybe they decided it's not worth it. But with Red vs. Blue, they made a whole separate YouTube channel now for Red vs. Blue, and it's like they could do that with Ruby.
They could, but it's still on the YouTube platform. It doesn't really know the channel. It's the website.
But it seemed like part of the issue with the website was because of all the more explicit content from the Rooster Teeth channel was holding back the kid-friendly stuff like Ruby or Nomad of Nowhere. And it was
I remember it was like recently, I think when Miles was asked about this on a panel recently, they mentioned like a video way back that had a condom on it, and that video is now rolled out. So they've obviously...
I think that happened to Gavin Free's video.
And I had the same discussion with Cal and Unicorn of War on Twitter, going over all the concerns and flaws. But I think in the long run, this will be for Ruby's benefit, because it's not too much in the same similar situations like, say, Netflix series being exclusive on there, or on Amazon, or Crunchyroll, anything like that. It does kind of limit the wider casual, like, say, if it would have been like years ago when everything was fine on YouTube, or at least for the most part. But this is it's just adapting with the hurdles and the bumps in the road.
Yeah.
And in the end, the casual market will still be there, and the fans are still going to be there. And I'm sure all our guys' content as well will hopefully do some good.
Yeah, I just hope that whatever they do, they come out with like clear guidelines for what to do if it's on site only, or like if they do like a couple week delay, I would predict reaction videos will have to wait till that delay releases.
It's probably going to be in the same format that I've been dealing with for Nomad of Nowhere.
Okay, because I haven't been doing Nomad of Nowhere reactions.
No.
Can you inform us what that is?
So, it's pretty easy, really. It's you just put the video out publicly a week afterwards. So when the new episode comes out, or at least when the YouTube release comes out. But there has been times where they've been blocked fairly, and then we just go through sorting the disputes out there.
That sounds like
it's fairly easy.
That sounds like what we had to do for Volume 5 with Ruby.
Yeah.
So
but is it different if the episodes aren't released to YouTube at all?
No, because some of the times when the Nomad of Nowhere episodes haven't come out, we've still done it like that. We've still dealt with the disputes. That's the thing. Even with this move over to roosterteeth.com, and again without all the full details, Rooster Teeth, they're still cool with us reacting. Yeah. So they're not ruling them out.
Yeah, I just saw Spectre who said same format as it always has been. So
it's nothing that we haven't faced with before, and we're pretty much used to adjusting at this point.
Yeah.
Even if it takes like 1 or 2 episodes maybe to get some wiggle room.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for Volume 6 regardless, and one advantage Rooster Teeth does have over Netflix or Amazon or Hulu is there is a free option, so you don't have to pay money, and
you just got to wait a week later, and most people, they'll be fine with that.
Well, you don't even have to wait a full week if you just have like an account instead of like not logged in, because I think that's like a Wednesday. It's like the Wednesday after it's for Rooster Teeth members, whether they're first or not. And
it might be, though. If it's following the same format, I think that Nomad of Nowhere is having, then it'll probably be a week afterwards again.
Okay.
Just when it goes out.
Because I know when they say things are public, they mean like for people without an account on the Rooster Teeth site. So I'm just saying, like, for those who do have a free account, I do think they get a few days earlier than that. From what I remember, but
it's something that we're gonna have to learn to adjust with once the full details come out.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if people want to watch it earlier without spending money, like making an account. But
and it is all for the benefit of the show and the community and the company.
Yeah. So also speaking of Netflix, you watched the Dragon Prince, or is it the Prince of Dragons? Dragon Prince, right?
The Dragon Prince.
Okay. Cool.
What a great segue.
Yeah.
Smooth.
Speaking of platforms that you have to pay money for, how's Netflix doing? So
I've had a lot of Netflix. I haven't had a lot of chill. Bad
Let's
joke.
put an F in the chat.
Oh no. What did we do that for me last time? I just remember there was something that happened to me and everyone's like F. I'm like, thanks guys.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I just finished the last episode, which is there's 9 episodes in the first season for the Dragon Prince.
Okay.
Just before we got started. Do you want me to describe the show?
Yeah, because I've only seen like the preview, which did not show a whole lot of the plot. It was just like, here's some flashy things to make you interested, and then it's going to be out on Netflix. So I didn't get any plot at all.
Well, the biggest thing for it is I can't remember exactly what his role was in the past, but one of the big names behind the show is one of the big names behind the Avatar series.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
He's a big part of this team. I think he might be a writer, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But the story basically is you got these 2 warring sides, one kingdom full of magic and different races of magical creatures like elves and that,
Yeah.
and another kingdom with humans, and they've been clashing because of the death of the Dragon King and the egg of his the Dragon Prince.
Okay.
And basically, from that, there's basically a lot of elemental magic, a lot of medieval, like typical fantasy kind of stuff with the elves and the magic and that, and the main characters. I won't go into full details, obviously, because I don't want to spoil. But
yeah, I appreciate that.
Secrets are revealed, and then they have to try and save the two sides from stopping this huge war. And it's basically like fantasy Avatar.
Mm-hmm.
The world lived in peace, but then everything changed when humans discovered dark magic.
Yeah. I mean, part of the two sides thing reminded me of season 1 of Legends of Korra.
Kinda.
Yeah, because it was like a benders versus non-benders, but like magical people versus humans. But then there's
the humans. The humans are to blame for the death of the Dragon Prince.
Oh,
and
isn't that
the King
just
of Dragons.
lovely?
Yes. But there's secrets. There's a lot of twists. And it's a huge grand adventure. It's definitely got those Avatar feels and vibes to it, but it's a lot of fun. It's one season currently, 9 episodes, so you can get through it within a day.
Yeah, it's like 2.5 hours, I think.
More or less, yeah. And I'm really loving it.
That's good. Inspector Who was asking. Inspector Who asks if there's going to be more episodes.
There's bound to be. They only just like tip the surface of the story. Yeah, I fully imagine another series. This is probably going to be on the same plateau, I think, in terms of Voltron for Netflix, where it's one of their big animation heavy hitters.
We need a new Voltron. We really do. Just retire the current Voltron. Yeah, because that's ending. I'm still in season 5 for that, but I kind of paused once I realized that. So I stopped at season 2, and then like I was too busy when seasons 3 came out, and then 4 came out quickly after that, and then 5 after that. And I started watching, and I was like, oh man, season 3 is going a little while. Like, wonder when it's gonna end. And I look, I'm halfway through season 5, and I'm like, man, it's like, when was the finale for 4 and 3? Like, I couldn't tell that like the whole arc had even ended yet. So I was like, wow, that's quite something. Because seasons 1 and 2 had like definitive endings for those seasons, and it was just like I felt like 3, 4, and maybe 5 will even be missing part of that. But that might be because they're coming out so quick after each other. They didn't care about huge cliffhangers because they're like, oh, it's going to be in a few months, not a whole year. So
yeah, I definitely think like this could at least take that next step for it in terms of animation on Netflix. I know there's some concerns with the frame rate for the series.
Magic seems totally fine and smooth, but I was gonna say characters.
Yeah, it looks brilliant in some of like the magical scenes, the special effects, and the fighting. It does take a little bit to get used to, but if you've played any bad frame rate video games or like the old school games, you'll get used to it.
Yeah, it's like it's always interesting to see like stylistic choices, because I just recently watched Devilman Crybaby for the first time.
Nice.
Oh God!
Have you guys seen that?
I've seen some of it.
Okay.
I haven't, because I'm squeamish. I don't like blood. I don't like gore. I know a lot of the stuff that happens.
Definitely.
Just leave it at that.
Yeah. I started watching it because there's a girl that so there's 2 girls I'm kind of crushing on. There's Takumi and then there's JoJo. And JoJo loves Devilman Crybaby and cosplays Akira all the time. And I was like, okay, knowing JoJo, I know she likes her demon boys, because she also does Ren from Blue Exorcist. And I'm like, all right,
cool.
I'm going to check out this show. And I was like, oh boy, I'm learning a lot about JoJo and like what she's okay with
dark.
watching. Yeah,
it's dark.
It's dark, but the styling for it is very plain, which I did not expect from like promotional art. And then, but every frame is drawn out, so the animation's super smooth. So it seems like they sacrifice detail for smoothness, which takes.
It's one of those series where the unique style works in its favor. It's the same way that I think Dragon Prince and even Ruby have their unique style that may take a bit of getting used to for some, but once you get past it, you get the strong positives.
Yeah.
It's also like a talking point. Like I think people might debate it a little bit. I don't know how to describe it because whenever I'm on a live stream, I'm bad with words. Y'all know this. But like, if this makes any sense to anyone, like if it's different from the norm, I think people are more likely to maybe gravitate to it. Not necessarily stay for a long time, but they're like, "Ooh, there's this cool new, like, unique-looking thing."
Yeah,
I think David, you'll agree with me on this. Persona 5.
I love it.
The unique style of that game definitely worked in its benefit. And sometimes it doesn't.
I was just having a conversation with a friend about this, like right before VYTALCast. So anyway, keep going.
No, I was just gonna say sometimes the unique style does go against some things. Like obviously there was the huge backlash with the toon style in the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were still talking about Persona 5, and I'm like, No, yeah, Wind Waker, I agree.
I was talking about, like, the 2s and 4 for unique styles, but in the end, I think some people, once you get past that stuff, you'll be strong enough in the end for it.
Yeah, and Devilman Crybaby, I think during the fighting scenes and action scenes, it definitely pays off. It was just, like, scenes where they tried... Scenes that would have been really nice to have, like, more than one shade of color on a person, because that was part of the lack of detail, was like there's no shade on a person. Like their shirt's white, it's one shade of white or blue or whatever they're wearing. So they did some like really artistic shots where I'm like, man, like I wish there was a little bit more detail in this. And there was one time or two times they did do more detail, and then went immediately back to plain, and I was just like, where's the consistency in this? Or there's like someone, you know, they're working with flowers, and the flowers were very detailed, but they're like super plain. I'm like, guys, you got to have both of them matching. Like, I don't know. There was parts where I was a bit bothered by the stylistic choice, but overall, I liked the show and the metaphors.
And again, that's another Netflix series.
Oh yeah, yeah. So guys, if you like Netflix, Devilman Crybaby, and the Dragon Prince.
The Dragon Prince.
I keep thinking Prince of Dragons, and I have to stop myself. So,
can't blame you.
Yeah, and British Pokemon 1991 said, I feel like Devilman Crybaby is the most interesting looking anime this year, and I agree with that. Chat, did you guys just hear that notification on my computer? I am so sorry. My computer was like, virus detections. 0.
No,
I had, it was like, hey, we're letting you know how many viruses we detected. It's none. I'm like, thanks for letting me know you found nothing. So it's like, let me know when you come back with something.
Just letting you know I am doing my job and it's okay. Thank you.
Yeah, it's like, really, during stream? Can you wait? Yeah, people are like, fight, kiss. Yeah.
Bro, my YouTube chat's freaking out. Like, it keeps going blank, and I'm like, what's happening?
Oh, man.
Oh, God.
Is it that campus internet?
No, my internet's really good. Well,
okay.
Really good compared to what I had back home.
Oh, oof.
Now, you want to talk about bad campus internet. When I was at my university for only about 6 months, bad. It was slow as molasses.
Do you know the speed?
Negative numbers, I would say.
Because
like I couldn't even do like online gaming.
Oh no!
And it took like a full afternoon for me to watch one episode of anything online.
Oh, that's bad.
So,
that's even worse than my internet at home.
So in the end, it kind of worked out that I was only there for 6 months.
Oh man. Okay. So I tried to look up like my old speed test results on my old phone because I still have it for like music purposes if I'm going out jogging. I accidentally deleted the results, but about up until 2014, my download speed was 0.06 at like the highest sometimes.
Oh my goodness.
And then my upload was like 0.02. And I started YouTube. I started YouTube in 2013. So when I uploaded like a short 5-minute video, I would pull an all-nighter, making sure my computer didn't fall asleep while it was uploading, because it took like
oh my god,
it took 15 plus hours to upload like a 5-minute video. Like it was insane.
It took about 3 hours for me to post my reaction highlights for the latest Nintendo Direct.
Oh no!
It took 3 hours to edit that and render it, and it was only about like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
gosh.
like okay, my internet at home, like if my video is 10 minutes, it takes, I would say, about 10 to 12 hours.
Oh no.
Yeah, if I'm uploading videos, it's really bad. But here, like I literally upload my Twitch streams, and that's like 2 hours. If I'm uploading it here and I have Ethernet plugged in, it uploads the 2-hour video in about 2 minutes, not counting processing.
Okay, cool. I can do that.
At least
I love it.
I can do that.
And at
wirelessly
least you now have the benefit of a better backdrop.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the better background. Yeah. I was gonna say now with Google Fiber, I'm doing about the same as you, Sonny, but without Ethernet. So. Well,
I
also,
haven't really tested it without Ethernet.
Also,
so
I don't have an Ethernet on this. Like, rip.
Ah.
Only USB-C. Until I get an adapter that's for Ethernet, which my speed's fast enough that I don't need it.
Yeah.
So.
Jeez.
However, the PC that VYTALCast is streaming off of is connected through a Ethernet extender of sorts. I have like an Ethernet that plugs into the wall outlet, and then I plug another wall outlet that will do Ethernet to my PC, because it's too far away to have like a direct Ethernet. So I take a bit of a speed hit.
All the technology.
Yeah, all the technology. Yeah. Yesterday I was debating about like buying like a 200-foot long Ethernet cord and like somehow wiring it through my ceiling down to my room. But I'm like, that's ridiculous. I don't need that. It's not going to benefit me any more than I'm already doing. So
You're turning into Atlas.
Seriously, I'm just like, close the borders, make all the robot pennies. We need all the tech here.
And you've already got your virus protector.
Yeah, my virus protector, which hasn't got a thing. Hopefully that's a good thing. I really only just do like YouTube and Netflix and roosterteeth.com on this computer. Well, Verve and Crunchyroll. I guess I just watch videos on my PC. I just watch videos and game and stream.
You sicken me.
Yeah. So people are like, "What? You only watch YouTube on your PC?" Yeah, people are now talking about like their internet. Inspector Who's saying, "God, I remember when it took an hour to play a 3-minute video when 360 was the highest quality."
Oh my god.
Yeah, that sounds like the dial-up days.
Don't remind me about dial-up.
Well, for me, they go as far back as 2014, apparently.
I remember using dial-up internet for me to get cheats online, and it took half an hour
oh my gosh.
to get to the homepage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I remember my time on the computer would be up by the time the internet started showing up. Like, all right, you got 20 minutes on the computer. You like click on AOL. You're watching like the little mailman run back and forth and like all the noise. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Page finally pops up. Okay, time's up. What? Yeah.
Go outside.
I basically know how old David is. Dan, I don't know how old you are, but I'm assuming I'm a bit younger than both of you. But like, I started being on the computer when I was pretty young, and like I remember a little bit like my family, we didn't have all the like fancy new internet, so I think we still had like dial-up and stuff, and it was an experience. I was like, I want to go on the internet, and then it takes like 1 billion hours.
Yeah,
I'm 26, by the way.
Okay.
I don't know how that is on you guys. But yeah, I've been like hanging around the internet. I've been around the internet since before YouTube.
Yeah,
and going around all that.
He was on the internet before YouTube was cool.
I was too, but all I did was check my email on AOL. And there was no one to email. So maybe I'd go on like Disney.com.
Let's get an F in the chat. David didn't have anyone to talk to.
Lonely,
yeah.
I'm Mr. Lonely.
Oh, thank you, man. That's like perfect. It's like, where's your phone that you're playing that off of? Oh, that's you. Gosh.
I have taken acting classes.
Yeah.
Our very professional stream has once again descended into anarchy.
Yeah. Oh, they're starting to push Fs.
Yep. I control them.
Seriously.
Everyone, pick someone for me to ban.
Speaking of rips,
oh, please don't. Yeah.
I want to ask you guys a question.
Okay.
Okay.
Who do you think is favored to be axed next in Ruby?
Oh boy.
Ooh.
I think I have a okay-ish guess at who will die in Volume 6.
Because we dodged a lot of death flags in the last volume.
It was a lot of false flags. Like it was crazy. Although, thank you for not killing Weiss. Which actually, my friend Ashley, I got her into Ruby just like a week or two ago, and
I remember you tweeting about this.
Yeah. Okay. So get this. Earlier this week, she was trying to finish Volume 5, and she's like, I can't believe they finished Volume 5 killing Weiss. Or she said, like, I finished Volume 5, man, that ending hurt. I'm like, what'd you think about that plot twist? Just like, I thought it was crazy they killed Weiss in the finale. And I was like, wait. I was like, wait. I'm like, what episode? She's like, episode 11? I'm like, there's 14 in Volume 5. And she's like, what the heck, YouTube? Because apparently YouTube stopped recommending the next episodes to her.
Oh, wow.
And so, and she's like, what the heck?
That actually makes it better for her, because now she knew what we were all feeling back with Volume 3, with the winter break during the Yank stuff.
Yeah. Oh, no, Connor, I noticed just barely. I was too busy. He got banned. Thanks, Sonny.
He told me to ban him.
I know it happened last week too.
I didn't want to do it, but he told me to.
I also discovered my powers do not take people out of timeout. I could only put in, never out. So.
Whoa, deja vu.
Deja vu.
Oh my god. Dan, to answer your question, as much as I hate to say it, when you ask the question, my mind immediately jumped to Ren or Nora.
No!
I know, right? I don't want it to happen. I really hope it doesn't happen.
I'm having more flashbacks of Team Juniper dies theories.
Team Juniper is just... Ugh. But, you know, someone said in the comments, Crow or maybe Raven.
Oh, really?
I'm thinking it's highly probable it's going to happen at some point, but probably not Volume 6.
Yeah,
I don't know how to specify who I think will die in Volume 6.
Yeah, Seraphina, says she could see Tai Ying dying, and it would tear her to shreds. For me, I have another sort of fan-favorite character that I think is more likely to die. And, well, I guess I technically have two. It could be one or both. And it's... I think Winter may die, or maybe even Ironwood.
Out of those
seems
two,
more reasonable.
Out of those two, I lean more towards Winter, and I don't want to say that.
Yeah, that's what
she's such a strong character, but I think that probably would be the biggest, like, the next stage of development for Weiss.
Yeah. You know, I didn't think of the Weiss development for some fucking reason. Sorry. I'm sorry. But my mind jumped to Ironwood.
Oh yeah. I mean, I just see like Ironwood with like starting to be a little bit more paranoid. I could see that leading to his downfall or
and
his
like
death.
also like Jacques is pissed at him, right? So it's not totally out of the blue for Jacques to hire someone to kill Ironwood.
Oh, so you already like have a method planned down on like how he dies. I'm like, wow, wow.
I can see that as well, but in the same sense, we've just had Lionheart die. I don't think we can have another headmaster be axed off, or at least not in Volume 6. Maybe down the line.
That's true.
Because the pattern, it'll be like a pattern, like, okay, you can expect this guy to die. I could see that making it predictable.
And in another same sense, I can also see like Weiss being one of the most safe characters for the next volume. Because I don't think we can do a second death tease with her.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Third death tease, because we had the food fight.
Yeah, because I remember the trailer. God. The trailer, what they did with that. Everyone thought.
I love that moment.
Oh man, because everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, they're gonna kill Weiss in Volume 2," and then it's the first episode with a food fight. They're like, "Monty!" Yeah. Oh man.
Context.
Gosh.
Ooh, can I say who I want to die?
Go on.
Yeah.
Whitley.
You know, someone I can't remember if it was on VYTALCast or like on some other stream. Someone was like trying to say they think Whitley might be a good guy, and I was like, what? Like they had some. Yes.
To play devil's advocate, I think he could have been a good guy, but he's being corrupted. He's the victim of Jacques' attempts to win over Winter and Weiss.
Yeah.
Third time he had to go stricter.
Yeah, and I can't remember like all the things, but they try to use like little things from Volume 4 that Whitley did that like led to like him trying to help Weiss in some way. Like I think it was something like when he offered to take her out of the house to go shopping or something. Like they thought that might have been an attempt to sneak her out. But he also insulted her for using her semblance in that same scene.
Yeah, I don't see that was him being helpful. I think that was just him being mocking.
Yeah, which is how I took it. So I was like, that's an interesting take on that. Especially since he insults her and kind of called her a monster for... Or, no, a barbarian for using her semblance.
Yeah.
I think he is jealous.
Totally.
He just won't admit it.
What if the Schnee... Well, I guess the grandfather disproves that, but I was going to say, what if the Schnee semblance only goes through the females? But, again, grandfather disproves that. Or, I guess we didn't know if he used the semblance or not.
Yeah, I can't recall if they mentioned Nicholas had the glyphs.
They didn't mention it, so we've only seen Weiss and Winter use it.
I mean, also, like, Whitley kind of thinks fighting's barbaric, so I don't think he wants to deal with that anyway.
Yeah, well, it seemed like the barbaric comment was more about like the semblance itself and like magic, but I could see the fighting being that.
And we don't really know how much of that is him feeling that, or if that's Jacques feeling it and then transition it.
Jacques doesn't have that semblance because he's not a blood Schnee. Ha ha.
No, he is jealous. He is green to the gills about the Schnee abilities.
Dude, he's such a turd. I hate him. Like, which...
I hate him, but I love his actor.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I love the performance for him, but like, man, does that performance make me hate the character, which is the intention. So, good acting, good sir.
It's always fun to play the villain.
Connor's asking if I can ban Sunny and see what happens.
No, he's asking me to ban you.
Oh, really?
Don't ban me!
Wait, I can't even do... Oh, yeah, I could put you in timeout. That's weird. I'm not going to do that. What if you banned David? Oh, gosh. Can that happen? I'd have to comment. Let's...
Wait,
I'm afraid of ending the stream.
Earlier.
Don't.
I'm not gonna do it.
Don't. Okay. Maybe we could like do it right before we end VYTALCast. Just test.
Don't leave me by myself.
Oh yeah.
I can go to your channel, report you, or block you.
Oh, for me?
It.
Okay, that's good. You can't time me out, but I can time you out. So watch it.
No.
Dan, who would you like to see die in Volume 6? Or predict?
See, now I'm the one that asked the question, but I don't really know. I don't have a strong favorite. That's not me hiding a suggestion, by the way. In terms of the one I think is the most likely, Gira.
Because I was gonna say I could hear the gears grinding in your head, and then you say Gira.
See, but then I'm thinking back again. We had the double take. I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's going to be one of the major characters. I think it might be another side character.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of why I chose Winter, because I'm like, well, she's side character, but enough, tied closely enough to a main character. And
she would be one that I would be sad for, but I can understand it in a romantic sense.
It would definitely hurt to see her.
What would be the circumstances? Why would she die?
Well, I also predict she could be the Winter Maiden too, and that's why she's with Ironwood.
That's one that I think has always been up in the air, but I think that would be a bit too on the nose.
I know. We'd have Winter with hanging out with Gun, too coincidental.
Gus, and Gus.
Yeah, Gus, and Gus. Oh, man, that reminded me of RTX, weirdly enough. At the Jeff Williams concert, I met a guy, I think he lived in Manchester, and he kept calling everyone...
England?
Yeah, England.
Nah.
Eddie... Are you more of a Liverpool person? Oh.
Yeah, I'm a Liverpool football club supporter, and we don't like Manchester.
I'm a Manchester United. Ooh.
I don't care about
I still love you, Dan. I still love you, Dan.
No, I love all my fellow Brits, but when it comes to football...
Yeah, my mom's boyfriend's from Yorkshire, so he's a big Manchester United fan.
I'm from the southwest.
Okay. So you guys are opposite sides, literally.
Yes.
He's northeast.
I'm by Bristol.
Yeah.
Well, I say by. I'm in Spain, but I was.
Where you originated from.
You're still closer than either of us to
yes.
England, so...
I'm an hour and a half flight.
Yeah. So, I was gonna say the guy that was from Manchester, he kept calling everyone Timothy. And he's like, oh, we got Timmy, Tim, and Timothy. And I'm like, what? Yeah.
I don't think that's a Mancunian thing, so that just might be a him thing.
No, it was definitely a him thing. But he was just just the way he kept calling everyone Tim. It was very much him playing a joke, which was funny.
Tim, Timothy, Nathaniel, and Bob.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really funny. And then, and then the other thing that popped in my head, this is unrelated, but more related to time zones. I have a coworker who literally thinks that China and England are in the future because they're hours ahead of us, but she doesn't get that we exist in the same time. And
that reminds me of there was some post on Facebook.
She's mad that they didn't warn us about Pearl Harbor and stuff like that. And I'm like, it doesn't work that way. We all exist at the same time. They are technically hours ahead, but it's still the exact same time.
See, if that was the case, I would easily tell you guys tomorrow's lottery numbers.
America would forever be richer than England, but through lottery. But yeah.
Yeah. We may have the doctor, but time travel doesn't work that way.
Yeah, no. You want to hear the craziest thing? She's a quantum physics major, and she's 42 years old. 42 years old too. So Dan's just about off his chair. No,
go on.
Yeah. No, she also thinks polygamy will be a thing in heaven because more women will go to heaven than men, and they all have to be married. Sorry, there's a lot to unpack with this certain coworker of mine, but
how many drinks did she have?
Oh no, that's the thing. She's Mormon. She doesn't drink alcohol. They're not even allowed to drink coffee. Like it's like she has nothing to like skew her state of mind. So I'm in Utah. It's more the question. You found someone who drinks, really? But yeah, Dad is just. Welcome to the American education system.
Oh my god, you guys are crazy.
Yeah, it's sometimes I just cry myself to sleep. But
I needed that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Man, I really want to keep talking Ruby stuff in Volume 6, but we're coming very close to the time up thing, and you're very late, and Sunny has plans, so we'll try to talk up 5 more minutes. What?
I got one more question then.
Yes.
Ooh.
We got all this stuff coming out with Amity Arena, the manga, and all that jazz. One thing we still haven't gotten yet is the board game. I can't remember what that was called. I think it was Combat Ready.
Yeah, Combat Ready.
Yeah.
And one of the big things about that was the game having a Volume 6 character in it. And I'm curious, how much longer is it going to take for that board game to come out? Because we might end up having that Volume 6 character in Volume 6 before we get it.
Yeah.
And also, I'm wondering now if that might coincide with the Argus Limited stuff.
Oh, like it might be someone on the Argus Limited that's in the board game.
It might be the guy who makes the ship. It might be because I said this in my interview with Cal. That my theory is the Argos Limited is based on the Argonaut ship. Because the name Argus comes into that, and the person who ordered, the person who ordered Argus to make that ship was Athena. And I think Athena might be a great inspiration for Pyrrha's mother.
Oh.
So I would like to have some more Nikos stuff. I want to see the Nikos family.
Yeah, me too.
Yes.
And again, that's why I was thinking, could that be the Volume 6 character, like this Athena, if that is the case, or Argus?
Yeah, oh
That's
man.
cool.
I would love to see a Nikos get brought back in, and I definitely heard the theory that Pyrrha's family is connected to the creation of the ship because of what you mentioned through Greek mythology references and all that. And dude, I want that. And
I do remember that there was, I think either Miles or Kerry or something was mentioned, I think like in the Q&A, that they did have some stuff in Volume 5 that they wanted to talk and feature, but they delayed it. And I think that could be stuff that we have in Mistral before we head north.
Yeah, because her family's in Mistral.
Yes.
Yeah, and that would be like perfect timing to mention it. So, ooh,
you just imagine me with like the notes on the pinboard saying it's all connected. It's all connected.
yeah. From the It's Always Sunny. Connor is saying, Dan, you're too smart for my American brain. Serafina is saying you are a genius.
I'm very analytical. I go too deep in things.
That's why I love your videos, honestly, is I love hearing you just dive into stuff so much. So
thanks.
Serafina also has a question saying, who do you think would be the most likely to switch sides from either the Grimm side to the Hunter side or vice versa?
Emerald.
Yeah, Emerald I think is the most realist answer.
It may take some doing now because of obviously what happened in Volume 5.
Yeah.
But I think in time Emerald will come to realize the severity of everything, the side that she's on, and hopefully try to jump ship. Whether or not she does is up in the air.
Yeah.
I don't agree with what some people are saying that Adam should be the one who... No.
Throw up.
Yeah,
Gosh.
no.
No.
I don't want a redemption arc for someone who willingly thought that he was okay with being compared to a monster before the stuff that happened with Blake.
Okay, so like Rooster Teeth at the Ruby panel at RTX, everyone was on the same page. Everyone groaned. It was like Adam at the Adam trailer. YouTube comments, he's gonna get redeemed. Oh my gosh, can't wait. And it's like, no. YouTube comment section. Why are you the worst ever? Yeah.
Just because you can redeem someone doesn't mean that they should.
Yeah.
We would all love all the bad people to be good. There comes a time where you've crossed the line. The guy doesn't deserve it.
There's been nothing in his character to show there's even a hint of like him wanting to be redeemed or switch sides or anything. It's like, no, like a character like Emerald, totally, because she showed remorse during Volume 3. She was like, oh my gosh, what I helped do is so terrible. This is terrifying. And we even in the Volume 4 premiere.
And one of the other big things is Adam has even gone against the villains with making his own plans. If he could be redeemed and if there's some good in him, he wouldn't be the kind of person that would go against all the evil plans that are already there. He's going on his own agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's very much hunting for power and does not want to be underneath anyone. He wants to be the one on top. And he showed that
any good is gone.
Yeah.
And I don't want that redeemed.
And
like, when I made my analysis video of the Adam short, like, I probably wasn't as hard on him as many other people were. I started off by saying Adam was not always this completely evil, nasty douchebag. I think there was, like, an evolution in him, and I don't think he was always horrible, but I also didn't say that I think he should be redeemed, because I don't. I want, like, he does not deserve it.
Yeah, the only type of redemption I want to see for Adam, and this is redemption with air quotes, is, and I mentioned this in an interview with a certain someone, wink wink nod nod, she's been mentioned multiple times, that I want to see him kind of go through the same process as, I'm trying to remember the hands guy name from My Hero Academia. You know, the main villain guy?
Shigaraki?
Yeah, Shigaraki. Yeah. I kind of want to see him go through a Shigaraki kind of development, because Volume 5, not the best of villain plots he had there. And it's like, you know, I would like to see him become a better, more villainous bad guy, where it's like, oh, he's very sinister, and like, oh, he's definitely someone to fear, and like, to be a challenge for the heroes, rather than
I want to say I hope we will.
Yeah.
I want to say we will, because we've got the beast now against the wall.
Yeah. It's like, Adam, show me you could be a good villain. Like, don't try to become a good person. If you do, everyone's talking about shaving their head, their beard in the chat, and it's like, dude, I will
say this, and if it does happen, then you can go back to this video. I'm calling it right now. If Adam gets redeemed, I will jump naked into my pool.
Oh no. Don't do it then. Nope. Watch, someone on Kruby is like rewriting this arc.
Or I don't know, I will shave my head. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm that certain.
Oh my god.
And also another terrible segue. Speaking of hair removal, for Anime Bonsai, there's a convention same weekend as the Volume 6 premiere, or the weekend after, and it's called Anime Bonsai up in Utah somewhere, but it's my first time going, and they're doing a formal dance on one of the nights, and it is Ruby themed. And and my friend, so I have two friends named Ashley, so I'm going to call one Pyrrha, because she's going to go as Pyrrha for the formal. And I will be going as yours truly, Jean Arc, dress and all. And
now I gotta ask. Dress.
Yes. Yeah, I said dress and all. Dress and all. Yeah, I'll do the dress, but I will very likely be like waxing my legs. I don't want to shave them.
Oh my god.
Like I kind of actually want to do a Twitch stream, because I don't think I'll be allowed to do it on YouTube, but I definitely want to do a Twitch stream to help fundraise dress funds or something, and have like one of the milestones waxing my leg bit by bit for every milestone.
Oh my god.
But
I love the fact that we were talking. I love the fact that we were talking about we need to wrap this up, and now we're gonna probably end with leg waxing.
Yeah, it's like I mentioned, like Return of the King of ending streams. You know, you have 5 endings to it, so it's like,
David,
all right.
you do realize that like waxing your legs is way more painful than shaving them?
No, I know, but shaving takes more maintenance and it takes longer. I want it to be as nice as possible.
I mean, if you're a dude, aren't you just gonna let it grow back? Like, what are you maintaining? Are you gonna like keep your legs?
Well,
safe?
I don't want to.
Don't tell you that.
I'm not gonna shave in one session. It's like, you know, it's like because I know from shaving my face, I shaved last night. I already have like hair, and it's like I don't want that for the dance. And my friend and I were going for king and queen of the dance because they do king and queen stuff, and we both have.
Best of luck.
Yeah, we both have a dancing background, so we should be able to pull it off. And she used to cosplay Pura back in like Volume 3 days, and she just ordered her dress, and she's a seamstress, so she could like modify it to look screen accurate.
I need more friends like that around here. I've got no other Ruby fans.
Dude, I seriously just bumped into them like a few months ago. Like, I literally, if it wasn't for me buying this laptop, I wouldn't have bumped into them. Because I bumped into them on public transportation right after I bought this laptop. So,
Fair play.
Yeah, it was like, oh, nice. I get on a train, and there's a Deku and a Bakugo, and it's like, wow.
Oh yeah, I remember
hi,
that.
people. Yeah, and then they introduced me to this girl, and then her girlfriend isn't into Ruby, so she's trying to figure out who she's going to do for the formal, and I'm really pushing her to do Futaba from Persona 5, because she just got into the anime of all things this week and has fallen in love with it. I'm like, wow, I didn't think the anime was that good, and you're a critic, but bravo. And now she's like looking up game.
It's not good, but
yeah, but she fell in love with it, and she's like watching gameplays and everything. I'm like, thank you so much. So they, and so Ashley, who's doing Pura, might do Ryuji at some point. So it's like, hey, cool, I got a Haru, Ryuji, and a Futaba, and I'll see what other Phantom Thieves I could cook up. And the Ashley that just started watching Ruby, she's trying to make Nora for the formal, and we're really hoping to find a Ren. Because if we find a Ren, we are golden, and we're trying to learn the dance for the Juniper.
Fly me over.
Yeah, I wish. Hey guys, who wants to donate money so Dan could fly over? Like, don't worry about hotel fees. I'll handle the hotel fees. Even like, you fly him over. So, yeah. Connor is saying Haru is the waifu for David. My friend Ashley, who is Haru, she and I are that's like a no way, no how would that ever happen. And plus, as much as I love Haru, I'm still a Makoto guy. Like she just has me by the heart. So hopefully,
dude, Yusuke though, best waifu.
Oh, dude. So it's funny you mentioned Yusuke because hold on, I'm grabbing this.
Oh,
so my other crush, Sakumi, she's a sort of professional cosplayer. I just got her print at FanX, and I was always thinking, yeah, she made that dragon all by herself from scratch.
Damn.
But we really want to get her into Persona 5 now to do cosplay, and we think she'd do Yusuke because she loves to do guy characters, and Yusuke is like right down her alley as far as style goes. But Makoto would be amazing as well because waifu. But yeah, anyway, we're kind of everyone's like, bless you, David. But yeah, no, I totally want to do Juniper dance. I'll be Jean in a dress. I will try to make his armor by then. That's probably what a lot of the Twitch streams will be, is me trying to make the armor. JoJo's gonna help teach me that, and then I'm so busy until Volume 6, and I want to die because I'm working 10-hour shifts on top of it. Yeah. So, anyway, guys, thank you for watching. You guys got to go as well. So, all right.
Time for bed.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. All right. Bye-bye. Bye.